Hello, my dear ones. I wanted to show you a few techniques I used in making this hat. I'm publishing it shortly, and it really, in essence, is a traveling stitch knit in a contrasting color. The things I wanted to show you, just how to do a twisted stitch without a cable needle, and how to lock in lengthy floats. There are times when the float will go 10 stitches long, and well, it's not necessary if you wanted to lock them in. You can see it almost makes a nice pattern on its own, but you can see where I've kind of trapped the floats in there. I think I use a technique I learned both from Lucy Neatby and Meg Swanson. Anyhow, I'm going to just show you on another yarn and some thicker yarn, and you will begin in a main color, and then there'll be a point where you have to perform a left twist in color. No, sorry, either a left twist or a right twist. I was pretty fussy, as I am. We'll see this row, the right is over the left, the right one goes over this one, and then on the next row I went over, so I kind of was going over, under, over, trying to keep this one goes under, over, and then this one goes under and this one goes over. You don't have to be that fussy, but you know me, I'm fuss budget. Anyway, here we go. When you get to let's call this a left twist. Hello my friends, a new video. I want to show you a couple tricks about tips and tricks about knitting this new hat design that's in my upcoming pamphlet called Hats, Hats, Hats. Clever. There are 3 hats in it. And it's easier to show you than to write it down how to perform these twists. I was a bit fussy in going in the direction when this crosses, the top one is over, or the left one goes over, and then in this one it goes under, and then over, and then under. I got a little fussy. The one thing that you need to take away from this video is the floats in between the colors. So there's a 10 stitch float here, are carried very loosely. This isn't even loose enough. This hat has no spring, but this one is kind of loose enough. They need to flop and be loose, because when the hat is put on, all of these stretch, and see, there's not enough elasticity to get this over someone's head. So this was a prototype, and I'm going to show you a few things. So I have some bigger yarn, contrasting color, and when you do the first cross stitch, I'm probably calling it a right twist. I knit up to the spot, and then I reach around the back of the first stitch into the second stitch, wrap the color and pull it through. Then, without taking it off, I go into the first stitch, wrap the color and pull it through, and there are my 2 contrasting color stitches. One is going to branch right, one is going to branch left. Now if I have to knit 10, if I knit 10 and to get... So what you do to trap colors is you insert the needle, wrap the yarn, let me try that again. Insert the yarn, take the contrasting color that you're floating around the needle, wrap the regular yarn you're knitting with, and then unwrap the contrasting color. And do it again. If I want to do it again, I'll show you. In, wrap the contrasting color, wrap your working yarn, unwrap the contrasting color. And what that does is on the back side, it traps the floats. Now I'm going to tell you that these floats are not nearly loose enough for this hat. You need literally like that. And it's okay, it's not going to get caught on anything. It's not like a sleeve or a sweater where when you put your hands in it, it's going to get caught on your fingers. It's the inside of the hat, no one's going to see it. And that is the trick for trap. So next I'm going to show you how to do the traveling twisted stitches. I'm pretending I'm working in the round, so pay no attention to these stitches lying about on the bottom there. So I knit to the traveling stitch. So the next one, the white stitch has to travel to the right, and so what I do is I go behind the stitch. No, that's not right. The white stitch has to travel over the gray stitch on its way going to the right. So I go into that stitch first, wrap the white yarn, then I go into the second stitch, wrap the gray yarn, and then take them both off. It's a little messy from behind, but then to make the white stitch travel to the left, I have to knit the second stitch first, so I reach behind it, wrap the gray, come back out, then I go into the white stitch and wrap with white, and you can see they're starting to travel. And there is a second thing I wanted to show you, and that is near the crown of the hat. The traveling stitches actually become the decreases. Instead of a twist, it's actually the left one is an SSK and the right one is a knit two together. And I'm just going to show you that here quickly, or not so quickly, it doesn't matter. I'm not in a hurry. Again, I'm simulating in the round knitting. So instead of a twist, and where it is a knit two together where I'm starting to decrease, I go through this two stitches, wrap with the white, and so it's traveling because a knit two together is a right leaning decrease, and it's still traveling, but now it's cleverly disguising the decreases in the hat. So if I knit two of the gray, and then normally I would have passed this over in a twist, but instead I'm going to SSK it by slipping, putting these back over here, and then wrapping the contrasting color. So we still have traveling, but now we've incorporated some decreases. So I hope you have fun knitting this hat. I hope you knit it in lots of colors. I look forward to seeing your finished products. Bye. There is a second thing I wanted to show you, and that is